Don't say any F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy has...
There is not, really? It is to me.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Live from the NBD Production Studios, you're in the lab with your host, Joshua Diaz.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you, we miss you, your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back as well.
What is up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Don't say any F's and stuff. Don't say any F's and stuff. Don't say any F's.
How's everybody doing? It is April 19th, 2022, 6:05 here on the West Coast. Thank you for joining tonight. I appreciate it. And while you're here, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to subscribe, always appreciate that as well. Now, there is something that I do want to address before we start the show, and I kind of wrote it out before I was going to dive into it, because I felt that instead of just reacting off the cuff and just saying, you know, whatever, I thought that I would try my best to be thoughtful about it. And so here it is. Over the last 10 months, we've seen misinformation overload. We've sifted through the lies, deceit, and gullibility of people who have a voice. The problem with the world today is everybody has a voice, and not everybody deserves to be heard. People who put out information that isn't properly vetted is an epidemic. Imagine your family member being missing for years and the FBI missing alert is still active, and somebody says that they have secondhand knowledge that the person is alive. No proof, no corroborating voice, just I heard. This isn't a rumor about an affair, and it's not speculation about something meaningless. It's deceit. People get fooled. Of that, I am aware. The responsibility we have as people with a voice is valuable and not to be taken lightly. I could almost get past everything that happened yesterday if it wasn't for the quote, "I'm the talk of YouTube tonight," and quote, "haters welcome," with a cheerful chuckle. And this is not what we are here to do and supposed to be doing. And I understand people's channels are their own, but that doesn't give anybody the right to do what has been going on. You want to talk about Rosemarie Bly's case? Feel free. Do it with some respect and dignity. Do it with some respect and some dignity. How many mothers just abandon their children? It's not very common. I can tell you that. I believe in my heart of hearts that Rose is no longer with us. I hope that she is and that I'm wrong, but it's just my opinion. And I'm sorry to the victims' families and that we have hit another low point here, but hopefully no more damage is done. These people have children. Think about it before you report on it. The goal isn't to make the story about us. We can do better, all of us. When we can. It was just very frustrating and not something, yesterday was just not a proud day. Just not, it was just weird. It's wrong. It's, yikes. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Welcome everybody to the lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Good to be here. Today, something happened, and let's just talk about it. Barry Morphew is, his case was dismissed. His case was dismissed with prejudice. Now, there is without and with. This is with prejudice. Without prejudice means it's out. The case is done. This doesn't necessarily mean that the case is done. It means a couple different things. One being, first and foremost, that they feel as though they have something that they're going to find remains. I hope that is true. That's what they're banking on here. But the way that I understand it is that it's not necessarily the fact that they were getting close to finding a body. The judge blocked a bunch of testimony that was going to be shared at trial by the prosecution's expert witness. Not a good thing. It's never good when the judge makes that ruling. He basically said, no, you cannot use that. Well, that's a big problem for the prosecution when your expert witness is being told that he can't tell 75% of what he was going to say. And you probably will lose. Now, the reason I think that the judge dismissed the case with prejudice, and make no mistake about it, it wasn't the judge. The judge signed off. The prosecution requested it because they hit a major roadblock. They hit an absolute major roadblock. And they asked the judge, please, can you dismiss the case with prejudice? Please. And he did. Now, yes, they absolutely can go back and refile charges. They can go back and they can refile these charges or bring new charges. So it's not all bad news. Let me just put it that it's not all bad news. It looks bad, but it happens a lot. It happens a lot. And luckily, the judge said, yeah, okay, fine. Because if they would have gone to trial with what they had after the judge blocks a bunch of the testimony, that's a major problem. So you can't be retried after. So he obviously most people know about double jeopardy. He can't be retried. Now, here's the problem. He's no longer being monitored. He's a free man. There are no pending charges against him. There's no supervision. I mean, it would probably behoove them to keep an eye on him. But at this point, he's a free man. He could very well leave the country. He might. He might leave the country. That's a major problem. There are countries with no extradition treaty with the United States that he could slip into. No problem. Because I believe that they will try and retry him. Or not retry him, but file new charges if they truly feel that they are going to find Suzanne's body. I don't know if that's the case. I hope so. It's been 2 years. But you got to really think about this man is now free to do whatever he wants, go anywhere he wants. You think that he wouldn't? I mean, we're talking about somebody who's being accused of murdering and disappearing his wife. And by all accounts, if you look on the screen right now, look at those charges that were filed against them. First degree murder, meaning he planned it. Tampering with a deceased human body, meaning they charged him with moving her dead body. Tampering with physical evidence, trying to clean up or whatever. Possession of a dangerous weapon. And attempt to influence a public servant. I mean, those are major, major charges. And each one of those in itself is a major problem. Where are the other suspects, Barry? Where are they? You want your wife back so bad. It's been 2 years. There's no other suspects, is there? There's no other suspects, Barry. And the fact of the matter is you walked out of the courtroom today with a big old grin on your face. And I wouldn't get too comfortable because they're not dismissing you forever. So sit tight. I hope law enforcement is thinking that he very well could possibly run, packing his little bags and being out of there. Would anybody put it past Barry Morphew to do that? I certainly wouldn't. He seems capable of a lot of things. Running is one of them. Killing is another. Monica says, I really think they've pinpointed the area where he put her because they have him revisiting a certain area in the mountains. If they can find a body, Suzanne's body, it will make everything so much easier. And I really hope that they do find her body. They say that they are closing in on it, but it's covered in 5 feet of snow at the moment. They can't search, and they were trying to get the search done ahead of the trial, but they couldn't get the search done ahead of the trial because of the snow. Then the judge delivers a blow to the prosecution by blocking 75% of the testimony, but from the expert witness. 75% from your expert witness, and you're not going to be able to search the area that you think that her body's going to be at. But you have first-degree murder, tampering with a deceased human body, tampering with physical evidence, possession of a dangerous weapon, attempt to influence a public servant. Those charges are huge. They're brutal. Not without a search warrant. They can't do anything without a warrant by the judge. But they have to find forensic evidence that connects him, and hopefully they do. But if they find a body, there is a lot of circumstantial evidence in this case, and I've said it once, I'll say it again. Circumstantial evidence is huge. It just putting the pieces together. It has to make sense. But I'm telling you, I would not be shocked if he runs. He doesn't care about the optics of this. It already looks bad. His little half-hearted, oh, Suzanne, please come home. He doesn't actually care about her. Fair enough. He could have divorced her. I don't know that many people that think he's innocent. And I understand that maybe the evidence isn't all there right now, or it may never all be there. And you have to be able to prove it in a court of law. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And it seems as though Suzanne's family said that this was the right move, that more investigation needs to be done. It needs to be done. More needs to be done. And that is, once the first week or so goes by of these missing cases, it's like they're still looking for a person that's alive, but I mean, they're not looking for Suzanne alive. Everybody really understands that she's not alive. I think we all can understand that she's not alive. Unfortunately. And as terrible as that is. But there's no proof of life. Proof of life is so valuable in these situations. And they all say the same thing. All of these husbands that are accused of this all say the same thing, that their wives mysteriously just run off on them and their kids, and nobody's ever going to hear from them again. Sure, I guess that happens, and it does sometimes. Not often. Sometimes it does. But who runs off with no money? No cell phone, no car. What was it? Right before Mother's Day, she was supposed to go see her kids. Who does that? Not very many people. What about a couple who has had problems? This man is your classic, full of himself. I hate the term narcissist because I believe it's overused. I'm sure he is on the spectrum of narcissism. Probably, about as narcissistic as you could get, I guess. But I have another word for it. It's called douchebag. I like that word. It sums him up pretty. It sums him up pretty good. I mean, he's pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic douchebag. I know. Sorry. It's not like, I guess it's not PC, but he is. I mean, look at the guy. I know that he gets sprayed with tanner. I mean, look at him. I mean, he definitely camo shirt. I've never really been a big fan of people that wear camo that like aren't currently in the military. I mean, I guess if you're hunting, it's what you mean, I guess deer. Oh, the deer didn't see, how many people come back from a hunting trip and they go, oh, the deer didn't see me because I was wearing my camo. Couldn't see me. I was stealth like. That's why I wore camo. That's why I wore camo, because nobody can see me. The deer couldn't see me. And then I shot that deer with a scope where I could see from 17,000 miles away. It was epic. It was so epic. I was able to wear my stupid camo shirt and sneak up on a mountain ridge like 400 yards away. And I took out my gun with a huge scope on it that can literally see the curvature of the earth. So what, flat earthers? And I had to hold so steady, and I shot it, and it was epic. Do you have any idea how hard it is to do that? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know what really impresses me is when people I think that if you hunt, it should have to be straight bow and arrow that you made. It's fine. You can hunt, or a musket maybe. Or you're going to have to run it down on foot with some sort of, you could have a knife or something if you want. You could have a knife if you wanted. You don't have to have a knife. But like you see it, that's how like this dude. I shot the biggest buck of my life last weekend. I shot the biggest buck of my life. Do you know how hard it was having to sit up on a mountain ridge looking down with my binocular scope? I mean, that's the kind of guy he is, right? He brags about, he's got trophies all over the wall. And look, man, I got nothing against hunting. I've never hunted a day in my life. I saw somebody get kicked in the chest by a deer once. That was about as close to hunting as I've ever seen. I'm not much of a hunter. But I mean, I have nothing against it. I really, truly don't. I'm really, just embellishing to make fun of him. I know a lot of people that hunt. Is that like people, dude, you don't know. I'm a hunter. All right, dude. I get it. People are allowed to hunt. I mean, look, man, if I had to go catch a rabbit, if I was stuck in the woods somewhere and that's all I could do, I mean, I'd be doing it too. I would definitely kill a rabbit if I had to. It's not that serious, folks. This isn't a hunting debate. I'm fine with hunting. I just don't like him. And he's just one of those like people are really I've used the term douchey now, but people can be really douchey about the way that they hunt. So that's my issue with it. Not necessarily him doing it. I got no problem with him hunting, but I would kill a rabbit if I had to. I'd eat a snake if I had to. But I mean, it's just not like, I think that if I had to kill my own meat, I probably would grow a lot of vegetables. I would kill a rabbit if I had to. I say it if I had to. I probably wouldn't be very good at it either. And I'm just using a rabbit as an example. It's not necessarily like, would you eat? No, I hate deer meat. I think it's disgusting. Yeah, you're probably right. Josh, please correct slide and words. This meaning some case locals may want to bury it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think let me see if I can. The without part is kind of important. You're right. Let me see if I can fix it really fast. I think I can. Good catch, by the way. People are so wonderful here. Great catch. Let me remove this because it is important. That's true. I'll tell you that. Right this second. Deer sausage. I don't know, dude. I don't like deer meat. It's all gamey. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't know why. It's not my fault. It's the way that I'm programmed. Not a fan. Deer meat is too honey for me. I don't know what that means. Boom, without. Dude, shout out to the backroom dudes. What a great job you guys do for me. Without Prejudice needs to be corrected. You have to pay money to be channel to get any attention. I watch the show religiously. I'm trying to help you. You've got the wording wrong. All right. Oh my golly. Wow. Dude. Come on. Do you have to pay money to the channel to get any attention? The answer to that is no. Oh my God. Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh my God. Yeah. I got it, dude. I got it. He who is without sin cast the first stone. to just crucify me here. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I told you it was important, and I told you I was changing it. Josh, hunting. Oh my God, hunting, and it's without. I agree. It's without. It's very important. Very, very important. It's very important. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. I know. I saw. Thank you. Oh my God. Seriously. It's like tough in the streets, dude. Some of the other, I almost cussed. Some of the other crap people watch, they don't even put slides together. People just show up on screen and go, "What's going on, everybody?" Man. So sorry. All right. Sorry, I tried to go the extra mile. Do a little something. I mean, seriously, the level, the standard that like we're held to here is like, boom. The standard is crazy. Golly. I've seen some of the stuff you guys watched. I mean, leave me alone. Josh, it's without. Josh, I know. I saw. I heard. It's done. It's fixed. Calm down. Go watch a live stream where I don't know, people just sit there in the dark and go, "Hey, what's up? Hey." I swear to God, I've seen what you guys watch. Do not talk to me that way. Don't do it. Haters. Bug Love says, moving on. Another. This is the best part about. This is the best part about doing a live show is that people want to tell you how to do your show. And they want to say like, "Hey Josh, you spelled something wrong or something was out of place. I can't hear you. Get it together, blah, blah, blah." Do you have to pay money to get recognized? Obviously not. Josh, change it. Yeah, dude, I did. I changed it. It's all good. Man. I mean, it's tough. Like you sit up here and you just get rocks thrown at you. Goodness gracious. Move on. Okay, whatever, dude. I'll do what I like. I just said, but okay. When I'm ready, I'll move on. I mean, you don't. Oh my God. Enjoy it. It's your show tonight. Big show tonight, Josh. You got, people are really curious. And then hello, you spelled it wrong. Goodbye. I know. Somebody just said that. I mean, this is true right here. Most everyone loves to listen to candy wrappers being open for an hour. I'm telling you, I've seen what some of you people watch. Don't do it to me. Come on now. Come on now. I dismiss this old. Very rarely, and it does happen. Very rarely do when you come up on, when you do a show like there are moments where you go, you like, I just want to like Like, I don't even want to finish the show. I'm just like, it's just, yeah. Like, that hit me. I'm sorry. I've had a long week. Yeah, I've had a long week. So sometimes it rubs me the wrong way, and then sometimes it doesn't. But it did here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Flare gun time. I don't know if it's flare gun time. I don't know what time it is, to be honest with you. It's just like, Josh, you spelled it wrong. Yeah, I know, dude. I just told you that. I agree. It's important. What more do you want me to tell you? It's 6:30. Thank you, Jenny Penny. I appreciate knowing what time it is. Barry Morphew is now a free man and could possibly run. And guess what, guys? His case was dismissed without prejudice. Yay! Ooh, ooh, yeah. He got it right. He's not an idiot completely. Oh, woo, with prejudice, without prejudice, without prejudice. Yeah, I know, man. People are exactly. Thank you, Melissa. Well, because you're just a nice person. You're your worst critic. I feel you. Obviously, I'm not my worst critic. I'm not my worst critic, even by a little. Obviously not. I would never scream at myself like that in front of all these people and then accuse me of it being all about the money. I watch all the time. Do you have to pay money to get attention here? Yeah, you do actually. Look, I'm just kidding. You don't. You definitely don't. Rose Bly is alive on another channel, Josh. Yeah, she is, apparently. That's what I've heard. I can't find my emojis. My son installed something. Now I don't know where my emojis are. That is a major problem. No doubt about it. That is a. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm doing my best. Thank you. Thank you, Lily. I can't believe he has a girlfriend. Maybe they're trying to catch him, Suzanne, on a new girlfriend. I don't think that they would hang somebody out like that I really don't think that they would hang somebody out like that. I just don't. I don't. But I do think that Barry has a very good chance of running off. And I personally am a bit relieved that they are going to do a little bit more. There's more investigation to be done, because I was, when I had Chris, I forget his last name, just joking, on the other day, that we were talking about this case, and it, none of us really felt good about it. None of us felt solid about the case. None of us felt that obviously we're not privy to everything, but I mean, you look at the list of charges, they seem awful confident in this case. Very, very much so. Now, obviously, with the blow that was delivered by the judge, they're not nearly as confident. And they thought maybe that they could get this search done before the trial started, but they can't. So they filed the motion to have it dismissed without prejudice. And without prejudice means that they can refile charges when they've done more investigation. With prejudice means that they can't. Case dismissed. Did I do it? Did I do it? I did it. Love it. You got it right, boys and girls. With prejudice. Xanax, anyone? I don't like that. I don't do that kind of stuff. That's nasty. Without prejudice, it is without. I got it. Josh, change the slide. It's important. You're going to taint the jury. Dude, what happened? Oh. Are they going to do more investigating, though? And if so, who will be doing the investigation? Can't trust that sheriff's department. Those are all Barry's buddies. Well, the FBI is involved. So I don't know. I don't know who's doing it. I have no clue. And I'm assuming, I don't know. I know that the FBI is involved in the, I believe it's the Colorado Bureau. It's the CBI. Yeah, sometimes, and then sometimes you just want to like, I don't know, not like. Sometimes you just want to like dump some just cold water on your head and sit in a corner. Sometimes, not always. I love this. Barry created this. Barry will pay in the end. I believe that. I do believe that. This is not them giving up on the case, folks. This is not them giving up on the case. Absolutely not. That is not what this is. As you've seen previous by various members in the chat, that it is without prejudice, which means that they can file charges again on him whenever they want, whenever they have more evidence, without prejudice. Remember, with prejudice means case dismissed. Duh. Everybody knows that. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Jessica became a YouTube member. It's not always like this, Jessica. I swear it's not always like this. Sometimes it's a little more smooth. The shows run a little bit more smooth, but like the people that are in here are the best. So there's like one or two turd heads tonight. And, I'm sure I'll get an email. You humiliated me. Well, you humiliated me. Fair is fair. Yes. She's doing pretty good. I'm telling you, it's been a long week. So that's, yeah. She is doing better. She's doing better. Uh-oh. We got a hunting comment here. Hunting for food, okay, but not for trophy. And critters today don't stand a chance with the scent deterrence weapons, calls baiting. They're a disgrace to old-time hunters. I know. I swear I watched an old man one time sit on his, he was missing an eye and 3 fingers on one hand, 2 on the other. And he was sitting in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, shooting it was like a pellet gun from his like hip into a tree and was like knocking squirrels out of it. And then he went and he cooked the squirrels. I watched. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. I just sat there and I just stopped. I was like, this is that, like, if there's an apocalypse, I'm going to hang out with this guy. Like he literally had like 4 fingers combined and 1 eye, and I'm not sure how many toes, probably not a lot. But yeah, it was impressive. Rocking back and forth, shooting from the hip. And the squirrels were just falling every shot. Boom. And he says, you don't want to get them in the body because that's where the meat is. So what you're telling me, oh, One Eye, is that you're shooting these things in the head with your 1 eye and your 2 good fingers? Unbelievable. So not only is he just hitting the squirrel, he knows where to hit it to not ruin most of the meat. And he was doing it. I was like, I'm not even a real, because honestly, like on a day where it's like raining a lot and I have to go outside, I'm just like, you know what? Like, I don't think I want to face this weather today. Like, I don't want to face the weather. Pretty crazy. He's on the porch. Pew, pew, pew. It was impressive. And then he did it. There was another guy that I saw do something like that, but he would like chase squirrels and stuff, or whatever they were, up. It was like an almond farm, and there was just like piles of almonds under these like awnings, and like he would like run up. He would like dig through these things for those. It was disgusting. I couldn't wait to get back to reality. I needed an iced latte and a USA Today when I got home, and a proper functioning bathroom with running water. I needed all that. I needed it all. Those were rough days, people. I'm telling you, they were really, really rough days. I'd never seen the world quite like that, and I just wanted to go. I just wanted to go back to wherever I was. Just leave me alone. Leave the squirrels alone. I was bummed about the squirrels. I got a little nervous. Did I miss one? Golly. Jessica, thank you so much for that. It was very kind and thoughtful of you. My brother took all the boys in the family camping and hunting once, and he told the kids that whatever they shot, they had to eat. My nephew ate 2 squirrels that weekend. He said they taste good. Look, you're allowed to do that. We are the meat, and hubby had his trophy too. Nothing wrong with that. He would never kill just for sport. I mean, yeah, look, that's not really what this is about. The guy's a douche, and he killed his wife. He just has to, I mean, you just have to be able to prove it. I mean, he killed his wife. Like let's not even, this isn't a court of law, and I don't, and they can presume him innocent until guilty, but like everybody knows what he did. Apparently his daughters believe him. I don't know how that's possible, but that's a story for another day. Yes, he is a douche. He is absolutely. So let me navigate the way I say this so I don't end up getting crucified for saying this. But listen, whatever happened to now, what was done and what he's being accused of are terrible, terrible things. But what he's being accused of is a mistake that can never be undone. Why can't people, like I get it. His life's over. Her life's over because he killed her. Why can't people just take responsibility for the things that they do? Good, bad, or otherwise. Well, everybody wants to take responsibility for the good things. But like, people do bad things. It's okay to take responsibility for it. There is a little bit, I say this in a weird way. At least you would have done one right thing. But that's not the case. It's not the case. This man has no consideration for anybody else. He's got his kids. He's got his kids brainwashed. He killed her. And that's all there is to it. Now they just got to prove it. And I hope that they find her body and that they don't dismiss this case with prejudice. Thank you guys for being here. Always appreciated.